Hello everyone. This is the first video of our Python programming. So in this video we are going to learn about some basic concepts about Python programming. So if we are going to start with programming, we should know some fundamental concepts like what is a program, input, what are the outputs, process, variables, all those type of things. Here in Jai books you will find the notes about all the concepts that we are going to cover. So let's see all these concepts individually by our simple program here. Here I'm using the Anaconda Spider IDE. You may use Python idle, whatever you like. And the videos I have posted in Blackboard for Python idle as well as for installing Anaconda too. Okay, so let's see. This is your Anaconda Spider IDE, and in this area where you see this portion of the program is being written, this is the area where you write the program. So after writing the program, you need to save it to a location where you want to save, and then you will run the program and see the output here in this area in the IPython console. So let's see our simple program here. So what is the meaning of this? As you see here, what is a program means a collection of instructions. So what are the instructions? So here see single lines, x equals to 2, y equals to 3, print x plus y. These are nothing but the individual instructions, and all of them together are called is called your program. Now what is a input, process, output, and variables? So here see what am I trying to do? I'm trying to add two values, 2 along with 3, and the output that will be 2 plus 3 equals to 5 should be printed to the output. So when I run the program, so here you see in the output it's printing 5 here. So what is the meaning of this? So for a program, while writing instructions, you need to write some input expressions, because as you need to add 2 and 3, you need to write the instructions for inputting the values of 2 and 3, and then you want to output it. So you need some statement for outputting the value to the output console. Okay, so this is your input output. Now what is a process? Process can be anything, any type of calculation, maybe addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, anything. You can find a power or square root of a number also. So these are your concepts like input, output, and your process. So let's see variables. What are your variables? So variable is a container or a storage space which can hold multiple values at multiple points of time. So here x is holding 2. So that means what? X is a storage space in the memory, okay, which is storing 2. Y is a variable or a memory space which is storing 3. So when you write the statement print x plus y, so what does it do basically? It actually retrieves the value of x, that is 2, and value of y, that is 3, adds them together and prints 5 to output. So variable which holds multiple values at multiple points of time. So here I can write one thing. I can consider another one variable z, which will hold the addition of two variables x and y. And rather than writing x plus y, I can directly write z over here. So when I run the program, so what happens? So z will hold the addition of this 2 and 3, that is x plus y, and so 5 is getting assigned to z, and then while you're printing the z, that is printing 5 here. Here the equals to means what? It doesn't means the equals to, it means assignment operator. So this operator has a certain type of operation which it needs to complete, and what it does basically, it assigns some value in the right hand side in an expression to the left hand side variable. So when you write y equals to 3, the right hand side value 3 will be assigned to the y variable, to the left hand side. The same thing goes with the z equal to x plus y. So addition of x plus y, that is 2 plus 3, 5, will be assigned to the left hand side variable z, that is your 5. And when you write print c, that g is getting printed to 5. So these are your basic concepts about Python programming. Let's see some more examples. Here I have written a simple code or program, Python program for printing the salary of a person. Okay, so let's see. So here the wage is holding, the wage is a variable, your hours is a variable, weeks is a variable, salary is also a variable. So each of the variable has some values on the right hand side. So wage, hours, week has these three values, and when you multiply all of them together, then you find out the salary. Okay, so now when I run the program, what happens? It printing the salary as, for this print statement, 40,000, and the new salary 35,000. So why is it so? So when for this print statement, it needs the current value or recent value of the salary variable. So what do you have what is going to be stored in the salary variable? The value of wage, that is 20, multiplied by hours 40, and multiplied by weeks 50. So when you multiply all of these three values together, you get the value of 40,000. So for this print statement, what is it supposed to print? Salary is the recent value of the variable. So here, this is a text message, salary is, that is why you are having this text message here. This is also called as string literal. So any message or any statement written inside the single code inside the print statement here, that is called a string literal. You will find the same description about string literal in your Jai books also in the notes. Please try to locate it. So this is a text message getting printed to the output and the value of the variable. So variable need not do not want to be enclosed inside the single quotation marks, because that's a variable. So this variable is having the value of 40,000 getting calculated after the multiplication of these three variables. So this statement is done. Let's come to our next statement. Hours equal to 35. So here hours value from 40 is getting updated to 35. So that means what? When you try to find out the salary in the next statement and trying to multiply these three values, obviously the value or the multiplication value will be decreased, because the 40 is getting decreased to 35 for the hours variable. So that is why when you multiply all of these values, so wage, how much value it should hold? 20. For hours, it should hold the current recent value. So before it was 40, now it's 35. So it should have 35 over here. For weeks, what is the recent value? It has not been changed. So it will have 50. So total 35,000 will be the value, and it needs to be assigned to the salary variable. And for this print statement, it will print new salary is the salary variable, that is equals to 35,000. Okay, so this is a basic program again. Let's see some more example. Printing the same thing in a different way. Okay, let me clear the console here. So now wage equals to 20. So what do you need? Suppose in this print statement we have the string literal, the message wage is, and then one end statement. So end equals to single quotation marks without having anything inside it, any message. So what it does basically, so after printing this text message in the output, it will find the next statement after that. that is this print wage. So whatever will be the value from this print wage, that will be appended or included in the same line just after wages. So let's run the program and see how it is printing. So wage is end, means the cursor should be here. After printing wages, the current cursor, the prompt, mouse prompt should be here rather than going to the next statement. So it's printing the next print, it's executing the next print statement, print wage. So 20 should be printed in the same line. That is why we are having this statement. Now after wage, we don't have this end statement. So that is why the next statement, when it gets executed, goodbye should be printed in the next line rather than printing in the same line after 20. Now next print statement, wage colon, the same wage variable value will be printed. This is a different way of printing the values of the variables. Let's see a new thing, new line character. So let me clear the console. Here in this print statement, we are having one text message. So actually, basically, we are trying to print 1, 2, and 3 in separate lines. So let me print 1, 2, and 3 like this. So when I run the program, what it will do, it prints 1, 2, 3 in the same line. Okay, so let's do one thing. Rather than executing this, let me print this statement over here, execute this one. So 1, then backslash n, then 2, then backslash n. So what it does actually, so this is your new line character. So if you write anywhere in your program, if you use this slash n, that is named as your new line character. So what does it do? Basically, it will add a space after the value. It will be used. Okay, so let me run the program and see. So after running the program, what it does actually, so first it printed 1, then it show there is a new line. Sorry, there is a new line statement. So that is why what it will do, it will take the cursor or the mouse from here to the next line. Then it saw this is a new value, that is 2 I have here. So 2 is getting printed in the next line. Then again a new line character. So cursor come to the next line, and then we have 3. Okay, let's do one thing. Suppose say what I will do, I will add another one new line character and I want to print 4. Let me run the program and see what happens. So I added a space after n3, then it saw a new line. So it took the prompt here, and after that it saw there is a space. Sorry, there is a space after the new line character before 4, so it added a space over here. Then it printed the 4 in the next line. This is all about the basics of your Python programming.